Hello. All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Lal, and we're going to begin with our first appearance misdemeanor calendar with the State Court of Fulton County. These are cases in which individuals who were recently arrested and charged with misdemeanor offenses, they were then recently booked at the Fulton County Jail. Soon after being booked in, their cases have now been formally accused by the prosecutor, who is the Solicitor General of Fulton County. When I address each of your cases, I will advise you of what is your new case number, the charges brought against you, to appoint counsel where necessary, and to also set a bond. For some of you, your next court date is going to be December 11th at 9 a.m., and that's going to be a virtual proceeding. So those who plan to attend, make sure that you obtain your Zoom link from the clerk's office. If you are an alleged victim in the case, a witness, a family member, or a friend in support of or against a particular defendant, please make sure that your video is off and your audio is muted. Make sure your video is off and your audio is muted. Otherwise, the host will switch it off for you, and it'll be very difficult for you to come back on. Again, if you are not an attorney and you are not courthouse staff, please make sure that your video is off. Mr. Wallace, switch off your video. All right, thank you. If you're a defendant charged with one or more misdemeanor offenses, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. All right, courtroom 2, who do we have, please? And Ms. Bridgewater, do we have a Spanish interpreter? We have 2 cases this afternoon.
Mr. Jordan is hosting today, so Mr. Jordan, were you able to get an interpreter?
I'm sorry, Mr. Jordan, your audio is very low. I can barely make out what you're saying. Oh, you can put in the chat. Okay, he said yes. All right. Okay. ACDC, Deputy Milton, good afternoon. Who do we have?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Position number 2, Ms. Culberson.
Tamara LaShaw Culberson is accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property. Ms. Culberson, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Tucker, and your accusation number is 25 CR 7655F. Mr. Howard, any priors?
No.
Okay. Mr. Brown, recommendation?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. This is a situation in which she is alleged to have damaged the property, that being a couple of doors in the home of
Deshaun Larimore?
Yes, Larimore, yes. And his television back, his bedroom door, and the lock on the main door will be asking for here, Your Honor, a $1,500 surety bond that should be required to stay away from the location of 2472 Spring Garden Drive. That she be required to have no further contact with Mr. Larimore, that she be required to take an anger management course, and we believe that should be appropriate, Your Honor, at this time.
All right. Deshaun Larimore, if you're on Zoom and you want to be addressed, this is the time to unmute and start your video. Ms. Tucker, do you have any objection to the stay away?
Your Honor, we were going to object to no contact as well as the stay away. Mr. Larimore is Ms. Culberson's child's father, so they are currently co-parenting. They have not had any previous cases involving one another, so we were going to ask for no further violent contact.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not here to verify that. Bond is going to be set at $2,500. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. She can sign up for a bond today. She doesn't have to pay for it through a signature bond, but she will have to comply with the following conditions. to stay away from the Spring Garden location. Within 30 days, she must update us with her new address. She's to have no further contact with Deshaun Larimore. She's to stay 200 yards away from him and not communicate with him in any way, form, or manner. I'm going to allow for third-party transfer of the child or children that she shares with Mr. Larimore. And if she wishes to have him legitimate the children, then he'll need to file a legitimation case to obtain a court-ordered visitation in custody. Next court date will be sent to her new address, not the Spring Garden Way. So she'll need to make sure that she lets us know what's her new address. She will also complete 4 anger management cases, and she will enroll in an anger management program within 30 days of being released, and she will do 4 classes. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I do just want to put on the record, her residential address is 1990 Allison Court Southwest, apartment B1. So she does have a different residence.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Courtroom 2 or ACDC, what are we doing? Are we alternating or are we just going?
We have position 5 next.
Okay. This is Yvette Hollis, accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property, and her case number is 25 CR 7650E. Miss Hollis, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Miss Tucker. Any priors?
7. She got an open possession of marijuana and suspended license out of Turner County. I got an ag assault, terrorist threats. I'm sorry, ag stalking, terrorist threats. That's open out of the cab. It's a 2020 case. And a 2019 trespass conviction. That's
Right, Your Honor, that would be me. Your Honor, this case is it involves a complainant by the name of Chiquita Clark. Chiquita is spelled Chiquita. She stated that her and her girlfriend were involved in a verbal dispute, which she accused her of cheating. At some point, the defendant left the home and sent her a text message saying your quote, your shit broke. At which point, Miss Clark went outside to check her vehicle and noticed that her rearview window had been shattered. As a result, Your Honor, she was taken into custody and without incident. We'll be recommending here, Your Honor, for your consideration, the following bond amount. Given the history, Your Honor, we do believe she's likely to reoffend, is going to intimidate this victim based on the facts of this case. We'll be asking for a $2,500 surety bond here. No further contact. Stay away from the incident location of 121 Utoy Springs Road Southwest. She is to take anger management, FVIP, I'm sorry, which would include that. We would also ask that she remain 200 yards away from the victim in this case. No alcohol or drugs without a prescription, and anything else you deem, no weapons as well, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Chiquita Clark, if you're on Zoom and wish to contribute, this is the time to unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. Tucker, anything else to add?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Hollis is 28 years of age. She was able to provide me with the residential address that she's maintained for the last 10 years. She is an Atlanta native and she's completed her high school education. She's also currently enrolled at UEI in an HVAC program, and she is currently employed at Amazon. We're requesting a signature bond on behalf of Ms. Hollis. She does have limited cycles. Her open cases do not involve Ms. Clark at all, and they are not convictions. So we're asking for a signature bond on her behalf.
Okay. This is going to be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. She will report to pretrial twice a month. While she's on pretrial services, she will have no further contact with Chiquita Clark. She's to stay 200 yards away from Miss Clark and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. She's also required to stay away from the location at Utoy Spring Road in Southwest Atlanta. Within 30 days, she will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 classes that she will need to attend and complete at her expense. She cannot afford to miss or skip any classes. If she doesn't complete her conditions, if she fails to report to pretrial, misses court, or gets arrested again, the 3,000 signature bond will be converted to a cash bond or a surety bond. Thank
And
you.
Your Honor,
Mhm.
excuse me, we would object to the requirement of FFIP here. She's been charged with criminal trespass. This isn't a domestic violence charge.
This is a domestic relations relationship. She's got her open cases. I can do a surety bond or the FBIP. Which one would your client like to prefer?
We can proceed with the signature bond, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Your
Next.
Honor, before we go any further, I have a different address. I have 1212 Utoy Springs Road. I think someone said 121.
Is it 121 or 1212?
You're correct. I think I'm missing a number on my factual summation.
Okay.
I do apologize for that confusion, Your Honor.
No problem.
Ms. Bridgewater.
All righty, thank you.
Next case.
Position 14, Ms. Thompson.
Evangeline Thompson, middle name Yvette, is accused of simple battery family violence from November 28th of this year, case 25 CR 7660F. Ms. Thompson, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Ms. Kim. Any priors?
30, 30, 30.
30?
All I saw was driving, forgery, and theft history. I didn't see any violence.
Driving, forgery, and what?
Shopliftings. That's it.
And any FTAs?
Nothing recent.
Okay, not in the last 5 years?
No.
Okay.
Your Honor, this is Thompson, right?
I have Evangeline Yvette Thompson.
Yes, this is actually conflict case. This is dual arrest. I'm just letting you know that this is for Tom.
Okay,
Oh.
and would that
Okay.
be, who would be the cross defendant?
Phillips, Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Thomas is the cross defendant.
Okay. Courtroom 2, do you have position 12, Brandon Phillips?
Brandon.
Yes, Your Honor, we do.
All right, may he be brought in front of the computer, please? And Miss McLeod, I think I did see her talking.
Brandon.
All right, this is Brandon Phillips, accused of simple battery family violence from November 28th as well. And his case number is 25 CR 7659C. Both Mr. Phillips and Ms. Thompson have been advised of their rights. Ms. Kim, who is your client?
My client is Mr. Phillips.
Okay, and Ms. Thompson, your attorney is Ms. Maureen McLeod. And Ms. Thompson has 30 cycles. What about Mr. Phillips?
30. You got to open theft by taking in Superior Court, open criminal damage in the second degree, possession of tools. It's 25 SC 003 702. I got an open battery DV 24 CR 007 150C. I got an open criminal damage in the second, simple battery DV, cruelty in the third. It's 25 PI 004 044. 2025 fade to appear, 2021 fade to appear, and a 2014 battery DV NOLO.
Thank you. Let's start with Ms. Kim. Ms. Skates, good afternoon. Would you like to give me a recommendation for Mr. Brandon Phillips?
Yes, Your Honor. So he is alleged to obviously have had a physical altercation with Miss
Thompson.
Evangeline Thompson. He's alleged to have hit her in her face and spit in her face as well. It looks like currently he has been ordered to hold without bond. So it looks like his bond was set and it says hold without bond. I guess being that we're in this courtroom and given his history as well as his open case currently in Fulton County involving family violence, the state would like to offer a $10,000 surety bond in this matter, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, oh, and to no further contact with Evangeline Thompson, at the very least, no further violent contact, as well as the FVIP course. That's it, Your Honor.
And what about Ms. Thompson? What's your recommendation there?
For Ms. Thompson, Your Honor, the state is only recommending a $2,000 surety bond and for her to stay away from Brandon Phillips and to take an anger management course.
Okay. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Phillips is 44 years old, born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. He does have another address that he can go to. He has no objection to stay away and no further contact as long as he has a contact with his children, third-party transfer. And he just needs one-time law enforcement officer escorted visit to retrieve his personal belongings if he cannot get no further violent contact. Your Honor, he is healthy, and right now he is also working as a machine operator, so he understands that he's not qualified for public defender services once he gets out of the jail, paying for the bond. So we would like to request for the lowest possible bond, Your Honor. He already has a $15,000 for his felony charge right now. The theft by taking that he had to go to court by 11:30 a.m. So he does not have any more extra funds to pay for higher bond. We ask for maximum $1,000 surety bond.
Mr. Brandon Phillips has an open case involving the same individual, Evangeline Thompson, 24 CR 007150C. This case will be reset along with the current case. On the simple battery family violence, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. This time, it is going to be no further contact with Evangeline Thompson. He's to stay 200 yards away from her, not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner, and not even try to reach her through a third party. If he wishes to have any visitation or joint custody with the child or children that he shares with Miss Thompson, he would need to file a legitimation case with the appropriate superior court and get a court order for visitation and custody. Unfortunately, on the prior case as well, he had a $4,000 signature bond for pretrial services that is now surrendered. So in order for him to obtain a release, he would need to pay a $4,000 bond in the prior case and a $2,000 bond in the current case with the new conditions, including no contact with Evangeline Thompson, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And both cases are going to be further noticed to December 11th. Thank you. Ms. McLeod, what's your recommendation for your client, Ms. Thompson?
I'm asking for signature bond for Miss Thompson, Your Honor. Based on what she tells me, she was the one who called the police, and she denies that she was in any way aggressive towards him, Your Honor. She says he was the one who attacked her and spat on her. I don't believe that I've heard any recent history for her, Your Honor. So I'm asking the court to consider signature bond for her. She's okay with no further contact with this gentleman.
Do we have a current address for her?
Yes, Your Honor, I do have a current address. The address that was given is her home, Your Honor. He has his own place where he lives.
Right.
And she doesn't really want to have any further contact with him. The 480 Cherry Branch Lane in Fairburn is her address.
Okay. Well, Ms. Thompson, I'm going to give you a signature bond through pretrial, but just keep one thing in mind. It's the easiest bond to lose, as you've just seen it in Mr. Phillips' situation. Your bond is going to be set at 2,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services. You level 2. You report to pretrial services twice a month. No further contact with Brandon Phillips, and you have to stay away from wherever he's located. You can return to the Fairburn home. Also keep in mind that he's not allowed to have any contact with any child or children that you share with him. So you'll need to wait for him to file a legitimation case, or you can file a paternity case. It's up to you. Within 30 days of being released, you must enroll in a 24-week domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 classes, which you must enroll, attend, and complete without missing or skipping any classes. And you will pay for those classes at your expense. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
Your Honor, how much was that amount on position 12?
His bond for his new case is 2,000 surety, and the bond on his prior case is 4,000 surety.
Okay, thank you.
Next case.
Your Honor, I have an announcement on position 4. It's going to be a MH reset as he's currently on SOS. I did see that Mr. Jordan said that the interpreter is here and you're ready for the breakout. So I wouldn't need to go on the breakout for him.
All right. Miss Lucia is present, and for position 4, Gonzalez Sorto, is anyone here for that case? Miss Lucia, if you could just announce if anyone is here for Milton Gonzalez Sorto.
John,
Damas y
I
caballeros,
believe Mom is here for both of them. My client Samuel, he needs the interpreter as well, Your Honor.
Okay. But for Gonzalez, who is present? Miss Lucia, please interpret.
damas y caballeros, por favor, ¿hay alguien en la llamada de Zoom que esté aquí para el caso de Milton González Sorto? Si es que están aquí para ese caso, por favor, abran su micrófono y su cámara y déjenme saber.
All right, position 4 is going to be reset to Monday, December 1st at 2 p.m. And then the defense can decide whether at that time whether they want me to just place him at the 11 a.m. calendar on December 4th or 11th.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. And Ms. Lucia, we have another case, and that's position number 13. Is there a Samuel Sequeira Mujica?
That's my client, Your Honor.
Okay. Courtroom 2, is that Mr. Samuel?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And Miss McLeod, would you need to confer with him through the interpreter?
Your Honor, I've already spoken with him, but I understand his mom is on, Daisy Mujica, and I think the interpreter was mostly needed for her.
All right. This is State versus Samuel Alejandro Sequeira Mujica, case 25 CR 7619E.
Este va a ser el caso 25 CR 007619E del Estado en contra de Samuel Alejandro Sequeira Mujica.
Mr. Mujica is accused of battery, family violence from November 26th of this year.
El señor Mujica está acusado de violencia doméstica, agresión doméstica, de un evento sucedido el 26 de noviembre del 2025.
He has a right to remain silent. Anything he says in open court, his statements can and will be used against him.
Usted tiene el derecho de permanecer en silencio. Cualquier cosa que usted diga en este tribunal abierto va a ser y podrá ser usado en contra suya.
He has a right to an attorney. If he cannot afford one, Miss Maureen McLeod will be his attorney.
Usted tiene derecho a tener un abogado. Si no puede costear su propio abogado, entonces la señora Maureen McLeod, que es defensora pública, le va a representar el día de hoy para esta audiencia.
Mr. Howard, any priors on Mr. Mujica?
No.
La juez pregunta al señor Howard si es que tiene algún antecedente previo en el señor Mujica. al cual la respuesta fue no, no hay ningún antecedente previo.
Ms. Cates or Mr. Brown, what is the recommendation from the state?
I didn't, I was waiting on
Uh,
Madam
Yeah, that's fine.
interpreter.
Y la juez pregunta cuál es la recomendación de la fiscalía sobre para poder darle fianza. Go ahead.
All right. Your Honor, this is a dispute that took place between the defendant and his 18-year-old son about him getting a work permit.
Su señoría, esto es una pelea que sucedió entre el acusado y el hijo de 18 años de edad sobre algo que tiene que ver con un permiso de trabajo.
The
Yes, my
argument,
client is the son.
Understood.
yes. And the 18-year-old son slapped the paper towel off of the counter, off of the table counter, and at which point the argument turned physical, and the father and mother suffered a busted lip, and Mrs. Hernandez had minor injuries, but none that she felt were worth documenting or going forward with.
Su señoría, esto ocurrió cuando el muchacho de 18 años, en el medio de la discusión, tomó una toalla de papel y la pegó en contra de la mesa de la cocina. En ese momento se tornó física y violenta la discusión, tanto la madre como el padre. Él terminó con un labio abierto, la señora Hernández tenía ciertas lesiones menores, pero ella indicó que no era nada que valiera la pena documentarlo o perseguirlo.
We would be recommending a $2,000 surety bond, no further violent contact, stay away from the incident location, and complete anger management course.
La recomendación de la fiscalía es un bono de fianza asegurado por $2,000, una orden judicial de no tener ningún contacto violento con las víctimas, es permanecer lejos del lugar en donde sucedió este evento y terminar un curso de violencia doméstica.
The address, Your Honor, is 2130 Arbor Gates Drive.
Y la dirección es 2130 Arbor Gates Drive, de donde tiene que permanecer lejos.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Eso es todo por parte de la fiscalía.
Ms. Daisy Mujica, would you like to contribute to these proceedings and say anything?
Señora Daisy Mujica, si quiere usted decirnos algo, por favor, abra su micrófono.
You would need to unmute and make sure that you are facing the screen.
Necesita aprender su micrófono y asegurarse que la pantalla esté enfrente suya.
Sí, buenas tardes. Sí, soy la madre de Samuel y aconteció todo eso que usted está diciendo. Y
Please
lo
stop.
único que queremos es darle una
Michelle,
oportunidad
please stop.
para
Espera un
que
ratito, déjeme, le traduzco. Yes, good afternoon. Thank you for letting me speak. I am Samuel's mother, and what is being said is what happened. However, we would like to give him an opportunity. Siga.
Please raise your right hand. Do you
Necesita
solemnly?
levantar, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Go ahead, go
Necesita
ahead.
levantar su mano derecha, por favor, la derecha. Okay.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
¿Jura usted que el testimonio que nos va a dar el día de hoy aquí va a ser lo mejor bajo su conocimiento?
sí,
Yes.
All right, so you and your husband live with him, with Samuel?
Usted y su esposo, los dos viven con Samuel.
sí,
Yes.
And you are comfortable having him back in your home?
¿Y usted está bien, se siente cómoda con que él regrese a su hogar?
sí,
Yes.
Is your husband share your views as well?
¿Y su esposo comparte en lo que usted piensa también?
Él está acá.
He is here.
Sí, buenas tardes. Sí, estoy de acuerdo. Darle una oportunidad. Primera vez que tenemos un tipo de problema así.
Yes, I am in agreement. It is the first time that we've had an issue like this or a problem like this.
Thank you. Ms. McLeod, any objection? Well, let me go ahead and set the bond, that you can tell me what your objections are. Bond is going to be set at 2,500. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No further violent contact with his parents and any other family members. And he is not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcohol, and not possess or own any weapons.
Objection, Your Honor.
Okay, could proceed, Ms. Lucia?
Okay. La juez determina el siguiente fallo, pero aún tiene la abogada defensora la oportunidad de hablar. La juez está diciendo que un bono de fianza de $2,500 únicamente con la firma de él, nivel 1 por medio de la oficina de la prisión, de la cárcel. Una orden judicial de ningún contacto violento, tanto con los padres como con ningún otro miembro de la familia, y no puede poseer, mientras está bajo fianza, no puede poseer ni usar droga, alcohol o ningún tipo de arma.
I'm
Y ahora
sorry,
le toca a su abogada defensora decir algo.
and I'm sorry, Ms. McLeod, what was the objection?
He had no objections, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's see how we do so far. Mr. Samuel will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released, and he must schedule, attend, and complete all 24 weeks of classes without missing or skipping them, and he will pay for them out of his own pocket.
Señor Samuel, adicionalmente, usted necesita 30 días, en los 30 días después de salir de la cárcel, necesita matricularse a un programa de intervención de violencia doméstica. Necesita usted costear ese programa y no puede faltar a ninguna de las clases durante el programa.
How are we doing so far, Ms.
Your Honor, Your Honor, that part, I would object to on the grounds that my client is still in high school. He's still not working yet, so he doesn't have income of his own because he hasn't graduated high school yet.
A lo cual
So that would be a hardship for him to pay for this.
A lo cual su abogada defensora le indica a la juez que tiene una objeción, ya que Samuel todavía está en el colegio, en la preparatoria, todavía no se ha graduado, no tiene ingresos personales de él, entonces esto puede ser algo que sea un mayor inconveniente para ellos.
Well, I understand this will arise from an issue of a work permit, so I don't even know whether he qualifies to work. That's a whole different set of story.
Y de
That's
lo que la
correct, Your
juez
Honor.
entiende, este evento ocurrió inicialmente por algo que tiene que ver con un permiso de trabajo, entonces eso es otra historia completamente. No sabemos los detalles de eso.
Conviction for battery family violence is also a removable offense.
That
Que
is
le
correct, Your Honor.
encuentren, que le encuentren culpable de un delito de violencia doméstica también es una ofensa por la cual puede ser sacado del país.
So I highly recommend that by hook or by crook, he completes those domestic violence classes and perhaps have a favorable outcome in this case.
Entonces, lo que yo recomiendo es que necesita tomar esas clases, necesita terminar ese programa de cualquier forma posible y eso puede ayudarle en el caso.
His next court date will be sent to his current address with his family.
La siguiente fecha que tiene que él presentarse ante el juez va a ser enviada por correo a la dirección de la familia.
If he changes his address, he'll need to let us know in writing.
Si él cambia la dirección, nos debe dejar saber por escrito.
Thank you.
Y eso es todo de parte del juez. Muchas gracias.
All right, thank you. Next case, please.
Your Honor, that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, have a great weekend. Thank you, Ms.
Thank
McLeod.
you, Your Honor. Same to you.
And Your Honor, would you like me to let the family know that they can disconnect?
Yes, please.
A la
I thought
familia.
it was a dual arrest. I thought there was another son. Was he let go?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. McLeod, just one second. Miss Lucia, I don't have another person on my calendar. Miss Lucia, could you inquire if there were two people arrested from this incident?
Okay. Señora Daisy, ¿solo una persona fue arrestada por este incidente o fue arrestado alguien más?
Fue arrestado su hermano menor de 14 años con él, pero él está con nosotros.
¿O el muchacho de 14 ya está con ustedes?
Sí.
A younger sibling, a 14-year-old brother, was arrested at the same time, but he is already home.
Okay, that is a juvenile court matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was just, because it said two of them were arrested.
Right.
Eso es todo, señora Daisy. Pueden desconectarse.
Okay.
All right, the parents are free to go. And Miss Lucia, you have a great weekend too. And we'll move on to the next case.
Thank you, Your Honor. And you all have a great weekend too.
Courtroom 2, who do we have, please?
We'll go to ACDC, Your Honor.
All right, Deputy Milton?
Position 8, Miss James.
Position 8. And what is the next case after position 8 with Deputy Milton?
Position 15, Miss Wallace.
Okay, thank you. Danielle Alanis James is accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property from November 28th of this year. Her accusation number is 25 CR 7653J. Ms. James, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Tucker. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Second, 2015 suspended license.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Brown, any objection to a signature bond and a stay away and no contact?
No, Your Honor. We would just ask that you implement additionally anger management or something of that sort,
right.
given that this was a roommate type of altercation.
Right. Is there a Christine Tahoe on Zoom? Christine or Christine?
Christian, yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
All right, then you better unmute and start your video.
Yes.
Did you want to say anything in this case?
If nothing could happen.
Raise your right hand.
Oh, sorry.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
If nothing can what?
So if I wouldn't want anything to happen to her, like anything that goes on her record or anything like that.
Mr. Tahoe?
Yes.
Can you see her?
Yes.
Can you see her in a jail?
Yes.
Can you see her in a jail suit?
Yes.
And you can't see, but she's in handcuffs.
Okay.
So everything has happened to her already.
Okay.
What else would you like to tell me?
Also, me and her, we had like an agreement about where I stay, that because currently it's in her name, but the agreement was for me to stay here for 2 years. So 1 year is left, and after that I can kind of like return the key and everything.
Who's on the lease?
She's on the list. Her name is on the
You
list.
put your hand down. And is this agreement consented to by the landlord?
Which is her, yes.
So you have a written agreement with Miss Danielle, and the agreement is agreed to by the landlord?
The apartment?
Yes.
No, we don't have that. It was a verbal agreement between me
So
and
the
her.
landlord doesn't know anything about it?
No.
So the landlord doesn't know that you're in the apartment and we're not on the lease?
No.
Okay, thank you. I wouldn't recommend you say anything else. Okay, criminal trespass causing damage to property. Ms. Tucker, does your client want to go back?
Yes, Your Honor. We have no objection to the recommendation for a signature bond, but we were objecting to the stay away order. She does also reside at that residence, and as it's been testified to, she is the only leaseholder there, and she has no desire to be displaced due to this charge.
All right. Bond is going to be set at 2,500. It says signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. Miss James, you are going to report to pretrial services once a month, and you are to comply with the following conditions. No further violent contact with Christian Tahoe. You can return to the apartment, but I highly recommend you begin the dispossessory process of removing Christian Tahoe from your apartment. If your landlord finds out, you might be out of an apartment as well. Do you understand? No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and I need you to complete 6 anger management classes. You will enroll and schedule and complete the 6 anger management classes within 45 days of being released. If you get arrested again, if you don't show up for court, or if you don't report to pretrial, your signature bond will be revoked. Thank you. Position 15, I believe. This is
Yes, Your Honor.
Devetta Lachey Wallace, accused of simple battery family violence from November 27th of this year, case 25 CR 7662E. Ms. Wallace, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Kim.
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize.
Okay.
I-
Any prize, Mr. Howard?
Second arrest, 2016, theft by receiver, carrying a weapon without a license. That was dismissed. That's it.
All right. And Mr. Brown? Yes, sir?
Actually, this is my case,
Oh,
Your
Ms.
Honor.
Gates, I'm sorry, I beg your
Yes,
pardon.
it's
Go
okay.
ahead.
Yes, the state's recommendation in this case, we are okay with a $3,000 signature bond. We just ask that Ms. Wallace takes an anger management course.
What about contact?
Oh, and no contact with Marquise Wallace.
Is there a Marquise Wallace on screen? I think there is. There he is. Marquise Wallace.
I believe he may have a case as well, Your Honor.
Is there a case open and
Yes,
pending?
I'm here. I'm here.
You need to start your video, Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
Oh, no, he doesn't have a case.
All right. Mr. Wallace, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
What would you like to tell us?
First, that's my wife. We're still married and I'm still on the lease. My name's still on the lease with her. We was going through an altercation, where I had to leave the house. So I'm saying I had to leave the house for a separate. He's supposed to give her separation and stuff like this. Stuff that happens, this is not her. She never does this. She never does anything like this. She's focused, she's she's on point on everything. But this particular day, she get around this one person that I kept telling her about. There's one person that drove her down. It drove her down after I left the house, because I always was there to stop people from using her. People
Are
start
you
using.
comfortable with her living with you?
Yes.
Are you comfortable with her being back in the home?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. A bond is going to be set at $3,000. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No further violent contact with Marquise Wallace, which means that from now on, there cannot be any future verbal or physical altercations. If the police get involved, Ms. Wallace could be back in jail on a no bond or a seriously high cash bond. She will enroll and complete 4 anger awareness classes. She's not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and no firearms. Next court date will be sent to her current address. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Stephanie Milton, great holiday. Thank you. All right, courtroom 2, who do we have next?
We have position 6.
I have Tamara Horton, accused of simple battery family violence from November 28th, 2025. case 25 CR 7651H. Ms. Horton, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Tucker. And any priors?
7. Last arrest was 2004 theft by receiver. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Is there a Jana Horton on Zoom?
Yes,
All right, how old are you?
20.
All right, if you'd like to contribute, please start your video. Mr. Brown, what's your recommendation?
Judge, this appears to have been an altercation between the defendant and her daughter. And it appears that she tried to pull her, well, she did pull her down by her hair to the ground, based upon the facts given to us. We would ask, Your Honor, I would presume this is her home. I would defer to the court, but if it is, then we're asking just that she have no further violent contact, complete anger management courses, no alcohol or drugs without a prescription, and it would just be a $1,500 surety bond, Your Honor. No, nothing further.
Ms. Horton, Jana Horton, would you like to contribute to this proceeding?
No.
No? Okay. Ms. Tucker, anything else to add?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Horton is 47 years of age. She's maintained the same address for over 5 years, which is the incident location. So we are asking that there be no stay away, as well as no further violent contact with her daughter. And we are requesting a signature bond in this matter. She hasn't had an arrest in over 20 years. Of course, no recent failure to appears. So that is our request.
The bond is going to be set at $2,000. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial level 2. There shall be no violent contact with Jana Horton, which means that Miss Tamara Horton can return to the home. But if she lives with Jana Horton, she cannot have any future physical or verbal altercations that will cause the police to be involved. She will report to pretrial twice a month. Within 30 days, she will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program and complete all 24 classes at her expense without missing or skipping them. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons.
Thank you.
Mrs. Horton, if you have something to say, please remember that anything you say can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case.
Okay, I don't think that I need 24 weeks of anger management. The reason for this altercation is because my daughter is being very disrespectful in my house, and I asked my daughter to leave. I did not put my hands on my daughter. My daughter pushed me, and therefore I restrained her and pulled her down to the ground. I did not hit my daughter.
Miss Horton, if you are looking at the Zoom screen, your daughter is in the comfort of her home, and you are in jail with handcuffs on you. There is probable cause that you were the initial aggressor, and that's why you've been charged with a crime. Now, if the prosecutor takes this case to trial before a judge or a jury and proves this charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt, you can be convicted and face a penalty of up to a year in prison and or up to $1,000 fine. As it is right now, I can only accept the warrant which establishes probable cause that you were the initial aggressor. And given your scant criminal history record, you are still the accused in this present case. So I really don't care what you think you need. I'm going to grant you a signature bond, but I want you to complete the 24 weeks of classes. And if you believe that you don't have to, please let me know, and I'll be glad to amend your bond to a surety bond.
I believe my daughter needs to attend those same classes.
Ms. Horton, I would recommend that you remain silent.
Yeah.
Judge Law has already ruled in the matter, and your daughter doesn't have charges as at the moment.
I can also rule that you stay away from the home. Do you want me to go that far?
No, I don't. I understand that.
Then you need to understand that if I allow you to go back into the home, and live with Jana Horton, that you're required to have no future physical or verbal altercations.
I will
Now,
not.
if you go back home, and you start pointing a finger at her and saying, this is all your fault and I'm innocent and you're not, you need to let me know now, because otherwise
Honor.
you have no business being under the same roof with her.
Your Honor, I have confirmed that Miss Janiyah Horton has relocated and she no longer lives at the address. I actually did speak with her prior to court and she did confirm.
Okay.
And she is on the Zoom if you want to confirm.
All right, but if you get a moment, speak to your client. She needs to understand what probable cause means.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next case, please.
We have position 10.
Oh, position 10. Oh, okay, got it. Thank you. We have Tatiana McCowan, middle name Dikea, accused of simple battery family violence from November 28th of 2025. Ms. McCowan, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
No.
Okay. And Ms. Skates, what's your recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. The recommendation in this case, the state is okay with a $3,000 signature bond. We ask that the defendant stay away from victim Casey Smith, as well as take anger management courses.
Casey Smith, right?
Yes, Kayc Smith.
Okay. Casey Smith, if you're on Zoom and wish to address the court, this is the time to unmute and start your video. I do see a Casey Smith. Mr. Smith, do you wish to add to the proceedings?
Yes, it was just a verbal altercation. It didn't get physical. Nobody should have went to jail, in my opinion.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide and will provide is the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes,
Okay, so you're comfortable with her being back home with you?
yes.
All right, thank you. Ms. Kim, this is going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No further violent contact with Casey Smith. She may return to the same location, incident location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and she will complete 4 anger awareness classes.
Yes, thank you.
Next case. Thank you, Mr. Smith. You're free to go.
You said level 1?
Level 1.
2,000?
2004
Okay.
AA classes. Anybody else? No?
Position 1.
Adrian Jawisky Clyde is accused of simple battery family violence and reckless conduct from November 28th, 2025. Mr. Clyde, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Ms. Tucker. This is case number 25 CR 7661J. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
35. 2025 DUI. 2011 assault dismissed. History consists of driving offenses. That's it.
Okay. And I'm sorry, 2025 DUI, do you have the jurisdiction?
I have to look it up. I didn't know that.
Okay. Mr. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor. This appears to be a situation in which the defendant got into a verbal altercation with his son.
Do you know the initials of the son?
I do not.
Okay.
At this time, Your Honor, I wish I could provide more, and we've done our diligence as of yet, but we just couldn't get you more. What I will say, Your Honor, is it started with a verbal altercation between he and his son, which then turned physical. He stops the car, gets out, begins to tussle with his son, and he hits the ground. He gets in the car and then he leaves his son. This happens in front of his other two children, his 2 daughters. Based upon these facts, Your Honor, it's very concerning about what took place here. He says he left to let his son cool down. We'd be asking, Your Honor, as to the simple battery family violence charge for a $1,500 surety bond as to the reckless conduct, would be asking for $1,000 surety bond with the following conditions: that he takes an anger management course, he has no alcohol or drugs without a prescription, that he has no further violent contact with his son, that he has no weapons or anything of that sort. And I would defer to the court for any other conditions you deem appropriate, Your Honor.
Albany, Georgia was the DUI.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Tucker, I understand from the warrant that there were daughters. Is there only one son? Because I don't have the initials.
Your Honor, I didn't have the initials either, but from my understanding and speaking with my client, it should be one son and two daughters.
Okay. Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Clyde, may I have your son's initials?
J. I mean, it's
Initials.
J.
What?
J.
First and last.
J. JC.
Is it JC as well?
Yes.
And year of birth? Just the year.
I'm not understanding.
What is his year of birth?
He's somewhere 10.
No, not the full date, just the year.
2009. Sorry.
What?
2009.
2009. Thank you. Anything else, Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Clyde is 49 years of age. He was able to provide me with the residential address that he's maintained for the last 2 years. He's lived in the Atlanta area for 9 years. Now, he is currently employed at 1-800-Flowers, and he is the primary caregiver for his 3 children. And he does also have a 4th child that he shares parental custody of. We are asking for $1,000 surety bond in the matter for all counts. He does not have any recent failure to appears. Most of his previous offenses are traffic offenses. And then we also have no objection to the state's recommendations for no further violent contact with the children. We did see from the report that there's a defects plan, so we would ask that the court allow for him to follow whatever safety plans are in place.
Okay. On the simple battery family violence, that's going to be $2,250. That's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. On the reckless conduct, that's going to be a $750 surety bond. This is going to be a $3,000 split bond. Next court date is December 11th. No further violent contact with JC. Year of birth is 2009. He's not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and not own or possess any firearms. He's to enroll and complete at least 2 parenting classes. And this must be completed within 120 days of being released. He will be subject to random screens for illegal drugs and or alcoholic beverages, and he's not to operate any motor vehicle unless he has a valid driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration. Next court date's December 11th. Thank you.
Your Honor, can you repeat the numbers for me again?
Sure. Count 1, simple battery, is $2,250 signature bond to pretrial. Level 2, he reports to pretrial twice a month. And then the count 2 reckless conduct is a $750 surety bond. Thank you.
We have position 3 next.
3.
Mr. Cox.
All right. I couldn't pull this up, but is there another case involving Mr. Cox? Let's find out from pretrial.
So what now?
Is there another case pending against Mr. Cox?
You talking about in Odyssey?
No, like
Oh, just on this history.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted out of Jackson County. Yeah, that's why they pulled him over, because he had the warrant out of Jackson County. Theft by receiving.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Antonio Cox is case 25 CR 7654C, accused of impeding traffic flow, November 28th, 2025. Mr. Cox, you have been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Tucker. Your bond is going to be a 500 signature bond through the jail. No driving unless you have a valid driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration. Your next court date will be December 11th, unless Jackson County comes by and picks you up on the other outstanding case. Thank you.
We have position 7 next. Mr. Jackson.
Okay. Kentavious Jackson's accused of simple battery family violence from October 31st, 2025, case number 25 CR 7652A. Mr. Jackson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Oh, do we have another one? Oh, just one charge. Okay. And any priors?
What's the rest? There's a bench warrant. On probation out of Doherty County for ag assault. 2025 probation. 2023 domestic assault. That was dismissed out of, I think, Minnesota. And he just had some probation violation.
Dougherty County. Okay. Mr. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor. For Mr. Jackson, the state is this is a situation that occurred where the mother of the children's father got into um, a dispute in which Mr. Jackson began asking for car keys, and Miss I believe Laster refused to turn over them, and he then grabbed her glasses and threw them into the bushes and slapped her on the cheek with an open hand. Your Honor, we're going to be asking on this charge that you do a $3,000 good bond. He has a substantial history of violent felony acts from what I'm looking at. And he just had a 2023 domestic assault out of Minnesota dismissed. It appears that he is prone to violence. And for that, we're asking for that bond amount in a good bond. Would also ask that he has no further contact with Deasia Laster, that he stay away from the incident location of 5100 Welcome All Road, apartment 19, South Fulton, Georgia, 30349, that he remain 200 yards away from her, that if there is to be any, he is to have no contact with the children. If he is to do so, he needs to go and do the proper legitimization through the courts if that be an issue. We would also ask, Your Honor, for a FVIP course to be required of him. No alcohol or drugs without a prescription. I would additionally ask, Your Honor, respectfully, that you put him, require that he has no weapons, no firearms or anything of that nature, and no third party contact with this victim, given the nature of this offense and his history.
Deasia Laster, if you would like to contribute to the proceeding, you'll need to unmute and start your video. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
How many children do you share with Mr. Jackson?
2.
2. How old are they?
5 and 1.
And has he legitimated the children?
No.
Okay. What else would you like to tell me?
Well, prior to the incident, we had been making progress regarding his help that he's been giving me with our children. Prior to receiving new employment, I had been out of work, so he was helping me financially and physically with the children, such as pickups and drop-offs, since our daughter is in grade school. So I was looking to object to the no contact because I do rely on his help since we don't stay with or near any family that would be able to pick up his responsibility.
Okay. And do you have a child support order or an income deduction order so that you can recover child support?
No.
All right. I think you need to get cracking on that. Okay, thank you. Ms. Tucker, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jackson is 26 years of age. He provided me with a residential address that he's lived at for a year, which is the same as the incident location. So we will be asking that there not be a stay away order in this matter so that he does not lose his primary residence. We're also asking for no further violent contact with Ms. Laster, and that he do be allowed to that he is allowed to have visitation with his two children. We're requesting $1,000 surety bond in this matter, or the lowest bond that the court finds appropriate.
Okay. Bond's going to be set at 2,000. This is going to be a surety bond. No further contact with Deasia Lester. She'll have to find somebody else to help her with babysitting and so forth. Mr. Jackson, if you wish to have contact with the children, you would need to file the appropriate legitimation case and get a court order for joint visitation and joint custody. Ms. Deasia can always counterclaim for child support and financial support for the children in that same case. You yourself, no contact with Ms. Laster, stay 200 yards away. You're not allowed to communicate with her in person, through a third person, mail, email, phones, computers, and social media. You can have a one-time visit to the Welcome All Road location to retrieve your belongings. This visit must be in the company of a law enforcement officer, and you'll have 1 hour to retrieve your belongings. And within 30 days, you must update us with your new residential address, which cannot be the same as Ms. Laster's. Your next court date will be December 11th.
Your Honor, and we would like to request third-party transport of the minor children while he's going through the process of legitimation.
No, that would be through legitimation. I'm not going to allow third-party transfer.
Yes, Your Honor.
The sooner he does it, the sooner he can have joint visitation. December 11th. Thank you.
Who do I give my address to?
Who do you what now?
Put my address to that when I get a court date and stuff. Cause last time
Oh,
I
you
got,
come down to the clerk's office. Once you get your new address, you come down to the clerk's office. It's at J150 on Prior Street. And you come to the state court clerk's office and you provide us your new address in writing. Thank you.
we have position 9 next.
Edmund J. Lowe has 7 misdemeanor offenses stemming from a traffic matter. His case number is 25 CR 76568. Mr. Lowe is cited with driving under the influence of alcohol less safe, driving hit and run, failure of the driver to return to the scene of the accident. Count 3 is reckless driving. Count 4, unsafe vehicle or equipment. No valid automobile insurance, improper and erratic lane change, and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Mr. Lowe, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Tucker. Any priors, please?
Oh, yeah. Low third arrest. This is California history. 2018 fighting in public place conviction. 2010 hit and run damage to property conviction. That's it.
Ms. Skates?
Yes, Your Honor. With respect to this case, the state suggests the following. For count 1, the DUI, the state requests a $1,500 surety bond. Count 2, the hit and run, because this will be his second, the state requests a $1,500 surety bond. For reckless driving, the state requests a $1,500 surety bond. Unsafe vehicle, the state requests a $500 surety bond. No insurance, the state requests a $500 surety bond. Erratic lane change, $500 surety bond. And willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, we are requesting a $500 surety bond in this matter. And just to explain, previously his bond was set in the previous court and the willful obstruction charge was set at $4,000. However, after reading the warrants, the willful obstruction arises from his refusal to give blood at the precinct or hospital, in which, individuals do have a right to refuse to give blood with respect to DUI cases. So that's why I am reducing that to a $500 surety bond.
All right. Anything else? No?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lowe is 38 years of age. He was able to provide me with a residential address, a local residential address that he's maintained for the last 6 years. He's lived in the Atlanta area for 9 years now. He does have his master's in accounting, and he's currently employed at Charcoal Guys, a Korean barbecue location. In this matter, we are requesting a signature bond on his behalf due to the limited cycles in his history, no failure to appears. And if the court does not find this request appropriate in this matter, a $3,500 surety bond, $500 on each count.
Thank you. On count one, the driving under the influence of alcohol, that's a $1,500 surety bond. Count two, hit and run, is a $1,500 surety bond. Reckless driving is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial. Count four, unsafe vehicles, a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial. Count five, no insurance, is a $1,000 surety bond. Count six, improper erratic lane change, is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial. And willful obstruction is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial. This is going to be a $7,000 split bond. Excuse me, $8,000 split bond. Out of which $4,000 is a surety bond and $4,000 is a signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. Mr. Lowe will, once he posts the $4,000 portion, he will then report to pretrial services twice a month. He is not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and he is not to possess or own any firearms. He will be subject to random screens by pretrial services. Also, no driving until further order of the court. Once he obtains a valid limited driving permit as a result of any appeal on his license, then he can petition the court to amend his bond to allow driving in accordance with his limited driving permit. Next court date is December 11th. This is an $8,000 split bond. Does anybody need me to go over the breakdown again?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, please.
Position 11.
Damon Oliver. Damon Oliver is accused of criminal trespass. His case number is 25 CR 7658Y. Mr. Oliver, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Kim. Any priors?
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty long. 23. Got open case out of Alabama. Narcotic equipment, damage to property, criminal mischief. Resisting an officer, simple assault, harassment in the 2nd degree. Another open case out of Alabama, assault, 2nd degree on police, 2 counts. Unlawful possession of a controlled substance, smuggled, controlled into prison or contraband. Narcotic equipment, damage to property, again, resisting officer, public intoxication, liquor, public order crimes, another public order crime, disorderly conduct, criminal damage to property. Yeah.
Any
2016 failure to appear.
2016. Okay, thank you. Ms. Gates?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is simply requesting a $1,000 surety bond in this case.
Okay. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Oliver is 37 years old. He has been here in Georgia for about 4 months, and he has been homeless for the last 1 month. At this point, he does not have any funds to pay for any kind of bond. There's a $600 surety bond already set by downtown judge. We would like to request that that would remain set if it doesn't become signature on bond. He does have ID and birth certificate, so I'm going to ask our social worker to provide housing resources so that way he can get proper help with his housing situation. And he graduated from high school 2006. He has been working at the restaurant industry. However, at this point, he's not employed.
The bond is going to be set at a $25 cash bond. He is to stay away from the incident location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and his next court date's December 11th. He should have a social worker visit to address housing issues. Thank you.
Yep.
Next case, please.
That's it, Your Honor.
That's it? Really? No add-ons?
Oh, man.
Maybe I shouldn't jinx it, right? Okay.
What
Yeah,
about
please don't.
16? I didn't get anything for position 16, Greg Washington.
Greg Washington, that's right. We reset him from yesterday. Ms. Kim, how would y'all like to proceed with Craig Washington?
I was informed that it will be another MH reset.
Okay, I'm going to put a $500 surety bond on count 1 and a $250 surety bond on count 2. This is going to be a $750 surety bond. Reset him to December. How are we doing on December 4th at 11 a.m.?
Correct. Yes. PD Bartel.
And that pre-trial bond you gave him last week is surrendered.
Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So we're putting them on December the
4th at 11 a.m.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
And if can you get his prior case, Mr. Howard, and put in the chat, please? Thank you. All right, position 1, Clyde is a $3,000 split bond reset to December 11th. Position 2, Corberson's a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 3, Cox is a $500 signature bond through the jail, reset to December 11th, pending
transfer.
Transfer, yes. Position number 4 is an
reset medical.
Miss Kim, do you want to reset him to Monday? This will be the second reset.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. This will be December 1st at 2 p.m. Please see if we can put him on 11 o'clock calendar.
Sure.
Okay. Position number that was position 4. Yeah. Position 5 is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 6, Horton's a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 7, Jackson is a $2,000 surety bond reset December 11th. 8, James is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 9, Lowe is a $8,000 split bond. 10, and that's McCohen is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 11, Oliver is a $25 cash bond. 12, Phillips a 2,000 surety reset December 11th. 13, Sequeira is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 14, Thompson's a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 15, Wallace is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial. I think it was level 1. 1. Okay, thank you. And then 16, Washington is reset to December 4th at 11 a.m. with a $750 surety bond, along with his other cases. I think Mr. Howard said, Mr. Jordan said he had all of Mr. Washington's cases, and Mr. Howard's just sent you the current one. All right, folks, this was quite a marathon during Thanksgiving. Thank you for everyone for working through the holidays. I'm not sure what game you're watching now. There is the Michigan and Ohio Buckeye or the Louisville, University of Louisville,
Just pick one.
Kentucky, or the 27-9 OSU. Yes. All right, folks, you all have a great day. Take care. May your
Hey,
team win.
enjoy the remainder of your holiday.
You too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.